everybody, welcome to my channel, Susan Diamond Paints, and I'm Susan. So today's Tuesday, January 17th. Went back to work today. Found out maybe we're not going to be able to take our computers home, so we'll be working off the laptops and rebooting into our computers that may possibly be in the warehouse. So that's going to make my setup on my desk just a little bit different. So I won't know anything, I don't guess, maybe until Thursday, because that's when we were picking to be our last day. So I don't know what we're going to do. I guess I'll know Thursday when I come home what I'm going to need to set my computer, if I'm going to set my computer up here, or just deal with the laptop, 2 monitors, and remote in with the laptop. I don't know yet. I wish we could take our computers home. So that's what I'm praying for. It makes life easier just to have them, then we can set up everything we need to. But other than that, got a lot done today that I needed to get done. There were some things, some checks I needed to get out. I got all those out. Sent some information to the company that we work with on our debt and gave them some information. So hopefully everything's taken care of now. I can stay on top of everything and just do my job like normal. So last night I read. So I read some more of Hellgate by Linda Fairstein, about with Alex Cooper and Mike Chapman. I really like Alex Cooper. She's a really cool character. She gets herself in a lot of messes though. But she's the assistant district attorney, so one of, I would say, because there's a group of them. But I do like the character in the book. And then I read some more today at lunch on Heartless. That's the book that was picked for the Jazzy Corn. She does bullet journals on YouTube. She and a friend have a reading group on Discord, so I joined that. I haven't chatted any on that because that's on the computer, and a lot of times I'm just out here working on the paintings and recording, so I don't really haven't had a chance to sit there and do that yet. Plus, if I have I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my laptop anyway, because the monitor's gonna be in its place, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it about setting it up. I just need another table to put it on. I may have to confiscate the dinner table things that Les had out here for the TV when you're sitting there watching TV. I might have to confiscate one of those and just use it to put my laptop on here next to my desk. Just use it. So I don't know yet. I use it a lot sometimes to put the diamond painting pictures on when I've finished them, but I haven't framed them yet. Don't have anything finished right now, so because I'm still working on my EverMoment Custom. So that's where I'm at right now. Let's see. Been thinking about how I was going to do my spare drills with my baseball card storage canvas zippered. Not bags, but I guess portfolios. And if I need more of those, I can actually order them again because I got them from Amazon. So, but I'm pretty sure I told you what I was going to do was I believe it's 3 across, so that would work for a DAC EverMoment. So a DAC Diamond Art Club square, Diamond Art Club round, and then EverMoment was all square. So my EverMoment spares and my Diamond Art Club spares, and just do it all across. All the same number, and just do it that way. So what I have to do for that is then I have to actually get on 4Kids at 147's shop, her Add More Zest shop, to get my labels ordered in different colors because I like them, because they're really cool and neat looking. And hey, she has color printers, so why not just buy from her shop? So she's about small business, and everybody's about supporting your small businesses in the diamond painting community. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will get those ordered and get those labels on the windows of the card storage, and then get all my diamonds moved. So I think right now that's going to be the best option. And then do, like I said, just fill in the front of the sheets and not the back side of the sheets, just to give room to spread out all my diamond painting drills, my extras, so they give me room to spread out a little bit. So that's the goal. So I'll probably work on that. I might, if I go ahead and get it ordered, I could work on that between finishing this one and working on my next EverMoment Custom diamond painting, the last one I got to do for this series. Just to give myself a break between diamond painting, or I can take it inside the house and work on it while I'm watching TV or something. So I don't know yet. Kind of have to be able to concentrate some, so I might have to watch like some kind of TV, like I've been watching Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman again. Never really finished the series, but I can watch that on Amazon Prime through Freevee. So it has commercials in it, so I think maybe I can do it while I'm watching that, doing the labeling stuff up during the commercials. That will help some of the time pass while I'm working on it. So tomorrow I'll be working out here in the building, so I'll be able to hopefully get my audiobook finished. I can get my 8 hours, my first 8 hours in, so I can listen to the next one. And that will be caught up again on the Walt Lawnmower series by Craig Johnson. So I'm looking forward to that, because I really enjoyed those books. I enjoyed the Walt Lawnmower character. He's a tough cookie. He's a pretty cool dude. So I have that. Alright, so I just ran out of this color. I emptied them all in my tray. And I got trash. And I will try to get this trash in the trash can. But I gotta fill this up. So color 762. Let's see what I got in my bags here. Let me see. Right there. Yep. Yep. There it is. I got a couple of those. I gotta get these things back in some kind of order. And then they're falling out of order somehow. I don't know how they've done it, but they did. 762 right there too. Get mine back up there. Somewhat lined up, I guess. I don't know. But there we go. So let me get these cut. And some in my tray, and I'll put some in my box here. I'm just going to cut across right there. I'll get some of these in here. Like that. Okay, let me get some in my box right here. So that's what I have going on. So the you should have seen the video today. It's my chatty, well, my time-lapse chatty Tuesday. Whoops. Time-lapse Tuesday, not chatty. Time-lapse Tuesday. Lord, I'll get it out here in a minute. And then, so I used the music that my friend created for me. And then I sent it to him again because there's a copyright violation again for about 2 minutes worth in the song that he created for me. So that part's muted in the video. So there's about 2 minutes in the video that's muted. So I have to apologize in advance for that. That's just the way that the video did with the copyright, because I just decided instead of starting over, because I wanted to have that time-lapse video up, because it's about an hour and 45-minute long video in general. It was just one of those long recordings that I did that I was going to do a time-lapse. So you just have to forgive me for those 2 minutes. I didn't have much of a choice on it, so I had to mute it. So that's what I did. And because my channel's not monetized right now, because I do not have the number of subscribers for that, I can still post it and not worry about the copyright, because like I said, it's not a monetized channel yet. So once that happens, then I'll take it down, but I'm not there right now. So you'll get that video, the time-lapse Tuesday video. And then I'm working right now on merging this with another video, because the previous one I had recorded for Monday was like 26 minutes long. So I don't have a lot of chatter to go with it, but I wanted to get this uploaded, recorded and uploaded, so then I can work some more while it's being transferred and loaded up into YouTube, and then not lose anything as far as the work time's concerned on the picture. So I'm still using I've changed my pens out, trying to get my hand back used to using the bigger, heavier pens. So this one's a step up. So it's got the two ends. So I got the Mary Mud in both ends. So that seems to be doing okay. I'm a hard presser, so we'll just see how it goes. And I guess really that's all I got to tell you. I can't think of anything else. I told you Monday how my appointment went with the ultrasound for the mammogram, and that they set me up for my next appointment 6 months. So this is in July. So July 17th is my next appointment. It was a little interesting thing. I can't remember if I told you guys this Monday or not, but the little lady, older lady, I would say she's older than I am. I'm not really sure. She had to get her mammogram done there. She had hers done earlier in the week, and then they called and said, "Hey, we want to do it here." And then obviously, it freaked her out because it's the cancer centers, the Josie Bearden Cancer Center in Spartanburg Regional Hospital. So that's the local hospital. So just so you know. But anyway, Anyway, so I was there, and I was obviously there to get my ultrasound done, and she's like, "Have you ever gotten your mammogram done here?" I was like, "Yeah, it's been a couple of years or so ago," but I said, I like it better here. So number one, the machines are better. They get a better picture. I said, number two, I said, it doesn't hurt as much, or, like the other ones, to me, it doesn't hurt as much. I said, but that could be my opinion. And like I said, it had only been a couple of years since I'd done it there. And she's like, "Well, how long does it take?" I said, "Well," I couldn't tell you. I said, "It's been too long for me to say, how long it takes normally." But her appointment was like at 20 till 1, and my appointment was at 1 o'clock. And I got the ultrasound done. She had the mammogram done, and we both came out at the same time because I called her on the way out. And I asked her, I said, "Well, how was it?" And she's like, I said, "Well, wasn't that painful?" She said, I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I guess it wasn't too painful then." I said, and she's like, "Well, how was yours?" And I told her it was fine. And I told her that, my results were good and that they just want to see me in 6 months. So she's like, "Yeah," she's like, she said, "I'm glad." She said, "I've been worried." She said, all week. I said, "My husband," I said, "he's the one that's been worried." I said, "Look," I said, when I told her, I said, before I went in there, I said, "Look, here's my thoughts on this." I said, "God's got it. God's in control. There's no point in me worrying about it because he's in control. This is in his hands. This is what matters. He's going to take care of it. So why should I worry about it?" I said, but she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I've been worried." I said, "Look, it's human nature." I said, "You're going to worry." I said, "I'm not going to sit here and say that you're not, because you are." I said, "Because that's just human nature." I said, "But," I told my husband, I said, this is in God's hands and God's got it." So she did a little interesting thing for me, though, what she told me. She says that before she walks in any doorway, going anywhere, she always pleads the blood of Jesus. I'm thinking, you know what? That's a pretty cool idea. I kind of need to do that myself. Is before I walk in any doorway, I need to plead the blood of Jesus on myself to protect me and keep me safe. And I think in the way the world is right now, I think anybody needs to stand in a kind of doorway and ask that from God to take care of us. So I'm going to try to remember to do that. I didn't quite remember to do that today. I was thinking about it in the car. And I was thinking I needed to do that when I walked into work, but kind of forgot. And that's how life works, the devil gets you that way. You forget about important stuff like that. So, and that's what I did. I forgot. So, I'm having issues sitting here painting with the easel the way it is. I was a little bit more careful or better at it when I had the easel or the desk flat. I was less likely to throw my drills around. I'm having a tendency to, if it doesn't stick on my pen and it comes off of the pen, and if it don't stick onto the canvas, it's just sliding down the canvas onto the floor. So the other day I went out, see, there goes one, just like that. So the other day I was like sweeping up drills again. I was like, oh Lord, there's all my drills on the floor. But like I said, if it gets any worse, I may have to put glue dots in my pen and go back to the glue dots. So at least I know they pick the drills up. You're less likely to throw it down on the ground. Not really throw it, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm definitely going to have to do that with it with those Justice League ones, because I don't need that in my life. And do a bunch of drills before I had that hot mess going on with the static. Still reading comments on Facebook at the Diamond Art Club VIP group of the staticky drills. So kind of one of those things that's going to be in my life right now, especially when I start doing those paintings. So I'm going to have to deal with it and go on, I guess. It is what it is. Ain't much you can do about it. Now I rotate this pen to try to get a better stick on my wax here. I'm grabbing my drills, so I may actually have to go back to the glue dot. So I don't know, I was getting a little tickled when I was sitting here thinking about telling you about the lady that I talked to about pleading the blood of Jesus. But anyway, I was watching Mary Mudd, Mary again. But I backed it up some to watch, like, I think one of her earlier whipping chats. Like I told you, I like to do that. But she kind of cracked me up because she's talking about living. Right now, she lives in Chicago, but when she's growing up, she's talking about living in a small town in the upstate South Carolina. I was thinking, oh, it can't get any closer than this. You know, I'm in the upstate, and I'm in a little town. And I'm kind of surprised in her package of Mary Butt that I got from her that she didn't mention anything. But we'll go with the fact she probably doesn't know where my little city is, or my little town is in South Carolina in the upstate. But she didn't mention the name of the city. She just said she was in a small town near Clemson. And Clemson in South Carolina is where Clemson University is located. And she actually went to Clemson University and graduated from there. So I thought it was, pretty cool that, she is, grew up and went to school here in the upstate of the South Carolina, and then residing in a small town. I can attest to that, and I can still kind of hear it in her voice. I can still somewhat hear part of the southern accent, which like she'll say y'all, and it's just like one of those things where y'all don't say that crap out in the Midwest, and I know you don't. Texans say it, but us, Southern people, we say y'all. It's just something we do. I know that people up north say yuns, or yuns kids. I had a roommate in college, sweet mate in college, actually. My first year at SMC, Spartanburg Methodist College. Yuns kids, that's what she always told me. And she was like from up north, like Pennsylvania, that area. So she'd always say yuns kids. I'm like, y'all. But, it is what it is. Everybody says something different, and that's just what we say. So, as young's kids and y'all, so there you go. And that's a little part of Southern dialect for you. A little craziness. So, see, I tell you, and I'm like her. She cracks me up. I'm thinking we're like two peas in a pod, because she'll just talk about, she said, I'll sabotage my own self. She said, I'll forget what I'm supposed to be talking. I'll just be rambling and tell you something, and something else will come up, and I'll be like, well, what the heck was I talking about before? But, that's what we do. When we ramble, that's what I'm calling it, rambling. So I tell my husband, so I got there and I'll chat. And that's what I tell, my friend DJ, who created that music for me. I said, I'll sit there and I'll tell him. I sit there think I don't have nothing to talk about. And the next thing I know, 30 minutes is coming on. I'm sitting there thinking, what did I just talk about? Because I know I rambled, and Lord knows what it is I talked about. He's like, well, do you ever go back and listen to it? I'm like, no, I try not to. I said, Ain't no telling what's coming out of this mouth. And I keep forgetting to put the pictures of the Mr. and Mrs. Hawk. So if I can get myself to remember that, it's like I need to write down. But how do you write something down when you're diamond painting? And I'm recording this, so I can't, like, yell out on my phone and say, hey, Bixby, remember this for me. And that's the other thing on my phone. I cannot figure out, and I know this is going to sound absolutely retarded when I say it, but I'm going to say it out loud. I can't figure out how to turn my phone off. I push the button, the on-off button, and Bixby comes up and wants to help me choose what voice I want to use. And I'm thinking, I don't even use Bixby, much less know what Bixby is, to have to sit here and to say, I just want to turn my phone off. That's all I want to do. I got it on vibrate, so it's not like, if you hear a ringtone, you'd hear anything. So I don't have to worry about that. Like at work, my phone be ringing because it won't. It'll just vibrate in my purse, and then you'll just hear the vibration, that sound, that going on, like in my desk or something. But I was like, well, crap. I got this brand spanking new phone, don't know how to use it, much less how to turn it off. It's like, well, I guess it's just the battery going to die, and that's just how it'll turn itself off. I don't know. I don't know these things. My phone's too new for me. That's where we are. It's craziness. And then I was trying to find a Mexican Domino's app on Google Play to play. Because I learned how to play that game during Christmas, and we played it during New Year's Eve, and I kind of enjoy it. So I'd like to play it with real people in an app, not just computer-generated people. But that too takes time out of your day. So you'd have to actually sit there and say, okay, I'm going to sit here and play this. Like, I'm going to sit there in a few, after I get done out here, and go play my Disney Dreamlight game. Because I'm still working on the Star Path, y'all. Still trying to get that thing finished so I can get all the goodies. Oh, but it takes time. And then I was watching a video last night of somebody talking about how many people you have designated as gardeners, or people you have designated as miners or foragers or fishing, that she has so many, I think 6. She has 6 characters designated for gardening. And you can only, of course, assign one person task at a time, and then you kind of block them up, and then when you go out there to harvest your crops, and they throw all the crops for you. About how many you would get, and I think for her, she has, she planted 90. Yeah, she planted 90. She gets about 10 in the golden harvest, and that's when the crop turns yellow and you get the extras. She can get about 10 of those, and then whoever her gardener is doubles the amount of crop that she has. So if she's got 90 planted, she has 10 she gets in the golden harvest, and then she gets 90 more from the character that she uses as her forager. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that tonight to see how many I get, and I'll have to take somebody with me. I need to take Ratuli with me because I got to get him. I can't remember if I got him ranked up or not. I may have, but take him with me. And although I don't like to use, the small ones are easier because you can just you get the crops that they throw, but it's just easier to lock somebody up and then collect all your crops after they throw them after you get done. But anyway, I was watching it, and she was growing her canola plant in the pumpkin biome, where you get the forbidden forest or wherever it is. I don't have that one unlocked yet, so I don't have pumpkins yet. I only get pumpkins in Wally's garden because I have Wally. But she had Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse was her garden, her gardener person, and she had her locked up, and she had gotten her all her crops. I don't know if she had more than normal than the 90 of what she had in the pumpkin biome or what, but it glitched on her, and I'm thinking, oh, I know where this is going because I've been there, done that. Last time I did that, I glitched it out of the Forest of Valor, where you grow the onions. I did it with onions. and then I had Christoph was my helper at that point in time, and I had so many onions that I had planted and harvested that it glitched on me, and it threw them onions everywhere. Them things were going, they were over there in the, I didn't have the Forested Heights unlocked yet, so they were over in there. I mean, they had to go everywhere to get them things. It was crazy. So I was like, well, I said, I'm going to pay attention to that tonight to see if I get double my amount for my crops. Does it really make a difference how many, excuse me, how many characters you have designated for a task? Like more than 2, does it give you a certain number more of the crops? So, and like I told you before, y'all gonna get Disney Dreamlight conversations. So that's the conversation on that. Plus, like I said, trying to get the Star Path done. It'll be over with it in the month. The new talk for the new update, the new characters coming is Belle. So looking forward to that, but I don't have everybody else unlocked yet either. I still don't have Stitch. I don't have Woody or Buzz Lightyear yet. I'm just trying to get through all the quests y'all still. I mean, I'm just a little slow on it, I guess. I hadn't like banged it out. Yet I get caught up in doing things, and I'm like, Mother Griswoldale, my Lord, she's following me everywhere, wanting me to take her next quest on. I'm like, I don't want to do anything for you because you're mean. I don't know what you're going to do. What you setting me up for. I don't want to deal with you. That'd be like taking Scar on. I don't want to deal with him either. I know he's going to have bad stuff too. But, so I'm still just kind of working my way through that. I'm just a little slow. Alright, I got to move my spectacles headband thing here. My magnifiers, my hair was getting in the way. So I was trying to get my eyeballs so I can see better. See better on this. So that's the plan for tonight. Play a little Disney. I need to play a little Disney anyway. I didn't want to last night. I just wanted to read last night, and that's what I did. I read. I did, so my tablet decided it wanted to die on me. Like 12% left. I'm like, oh crap. And it was like 10:30. It's like, well, I don't want to go to bed yet. So I watched a couple episodes, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Like I said, hadn't took my tablet in there to get it charged. So it's nice and charged now. So if I want to read tonight, I'll be able to. But I started, like I said, at lunch, I started reading that book. Like I said, the Jazzy Corn book group on Discord. It's so I guess a retelling or retelling or a telling. I'm not really sure which of the Queen of Hearts story. So yeah, the little intro into that, and about like I think I'm on the 4th chapter, so I'm getting my way a little bit in. You know, a little introduction there and a little background, and now I'm like, oh, okay, this is who this is. This is what this is pertaining to. So yeah, I guess it's gonna be the story of why she turned out the way she did, because she's a really nice person. Not the queen, because she's not the queen yet, but of course the king wants to ask her, and she's one of these persons, and she has a different idea for her life, but she wants to be a pastry chef and open up a sweet shop and not be married to the king, because he's this and he's not really like mentioned as ugly, but he's shorter than she is, and he's stupid, and just all this other crazy stuff. So I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But that's when I was reading during lunch today at work, because the Linda Fairstein book is on my tablet, and I don't have it on my computer at work. So that's where I'll be reading that, and then hopefully I can read that one. And just pick that up too when I want to read something different than the Linda Fairstein. I'm just right now I'm getting good on it, and I know that the story's going somewhere, so yeah, that's just what am I reading? And I can read different things at one time, so I may pick that up maybe during the weekend or something, see how it does. Now we had rain today. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the upper 60s, like 64, 65, I guess. And which is good for us because, you know, we still don't have heat. We don't have a new unit yet. Hopefully, I don't know when he's going to get a phone call. Let's get a phone call about that. Can't say anything about it today, so I don't know if we've got any idea when we're going to get it or not. But it's only supposed to get colder, I think, later in the weekend, as opposed to like 65 degrees, and then rain on Thursday again. But it's supposed to clear out by Thursday afternoon, so hopefully so, because I got about 2 boxes that's got to come home with me with stuff in it. I've accumulated. I tried to throw away some stuff today. That was the other thing I did at work today, is trying to get things merged together and, you know, take home when I absolutely necessarily have to take home. And then those stuff that I don't, I just trash and throw away because I don't want to deal with it. I ain't got room for it, so no point in bringing it home. Kind of accumulate some stuff when you've worked for a company 20-something years, but it is what it is. So, and we tried to get rid of stuff before we had moved from the first floor to the second floor anyway, because then we knew that the change was coming where we would eventually leave. So the weather should be nicer Thursday when I got to pack everything up in the car and get my monitors. It'll be like a couple of trips, I guess, because you can't park in the parking lot, not in the front of the building, because they're still in the construction. Oh, me. So that hasn't hit me yet. It will probably Thursday when I walk out of that building for if it's Thursday or not, the last time, and not come back to it. Yep. And like I said, I told you before, I was looking forward to, you know, working from home and full on home. And, you know, we decided that we're going to get together and, you know, try to get together about once a month to have lunch with each other and see each other. So we'll see how those plans are made. But anyway, earlier this morning, though, what I was getting to, because, you know, I'll just, you know, talk and talk here. I had checked the weather out, and it was showing ice for the end of the month. I was like, I don't need ice in my life. I don't need none of that. I don't want ice. I want snow. Now it's just showing just rain, but I hadn't looked at it lately, so I don't know what it's showing now. But later today, it was showing rain. So, you know, that's a forecast that will just kind of bounce around anyway, because we're talking about the end of the month. That's like a couple weeks out. So, I mean, we've had all this, you know, thunders and lightnings, and it's time for snow. I don't want no ice. I want snow. I don't care if it happens in the weekend. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it happening in the week. I'll just shut my butt out here, you know, and work. Because, you know, if I don't have the computer, I'm going to have to. I don't have a choice in that matter. I have to come out here. So this is where the laptop's going to be, unless I take it inside with me. Then I won't have 2 monitors. And it's enough just working off the the laptop screen, single, when you're used to 2 monitors at work. So that will be a little getting used to. I just worked back off of the laptop inside the house, and it come out when it was snowing. But I got my galoshes, and it's warm out here. I have a heater, so I got heat and air. The thing I don't have out here is the bathroom, so I'll be trucking it back and forth the house. When before I left, I was drinking the True Lemon strawberry lemonade. I don't know what it is about strawberry lemonade. Heck, and I think it's just lemonade in general, but the strawberry lemonade and the raspberry one seems to be worse. Makes me pee all the time. I was like, I can't turn around. It's like before I came out here, I peed twice. I'm like, I'm going to get out there and talk my full head off and be drinking my strawberry lemonade and be like 10 minutes like, I got to go pee. I might have to cut this thing short. So I don't know what it is. It runs it just straight through me. I don't know. It makes me pee all the time. But hey, that helps you lose weight. Peeing helps you lose weight. So I gotta drink a crap ton of water to lose me some weight. I didn't gain too much. Oh, Lord. Oh, I tell you. Still eating all this stuff. Still got stuff to eat to be eating all the stuff. So, alright, it's a little warm here. Alright, so I said, before, this was probably going to wrap this up. I really think this is going to wrap this up now because I think I'll just get back into repeating myself and talking about stuff. And you'll be like, oh, you didn't mention that already. So, I guess that's it then. So I am going to finish this little area right here up. And then I will get my videos loaded into my computer here because I got a couple on this camera. And then I will work while that's happening. So this part won't be recorded. And then, of course, the next video you see, I don't know where I'll be. But I am going to stop it. Ooh, let me get this one right here. I know there's got these right here above me. These, you can't see the symbols. And that's just going to be based off of, how I got this, canvas, camera done right now. So, anyway. I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to put that tray over there. And, like I said, I rambled and I think I talked you full head off, now. So, I'm going to stop the recording and get these videos loaded up. Maybe I'll watch me a little TV while I do it. We'll see, about 30-something minutes, y'all. Look at that. So, but, I will talk with y'all again. It'll probably be Friday before I talk to y'all again. So, I'll let you know Friday where I am as far as work's concerned. All right, y'all have a great one, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.